his skill. If he can just step out, hit a couple, that's going to just cause so many more problems for the defense, create openings for the rest of our guys. And he showed he could do it. So it's just extrapolating that to a few more per game, and we'll see what it does for our offense.
And lastly, Keon Ellis, who's done a great job for you guys defensively. We saw him some last season as well. DeMar DeRozan, high praise, said he reminded him of Alex Caruso, who was one of his teammates in Chicago. What do you make of Keon Ellis's role on this team?
Keon stepped up huge for us last year. We took some injuries down the stretch, started for us in the play-in tournament. But he's such a two-way guy. Obviously, the defense stands out. He's got incredible hands. Just wreaks havoc. Guards some of the best players, but also off the ball. Can create a lot of steals, a lot of events.
And then offensively, he's shooting over 40% both in the G League and then when he came up and played for us here down the stretch last year. He does great in practice, so a two-way guy. We're going to need big minutes from him this year.
Monty, good luck this season. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Dave, back to you.
All right, George, I want to go back to what Monty said about DeMar DeRozan, because you touched on it in the open doors about the belief that he has instilled in the other guys, just his presence in practice. And here we're seeing tonight in preseason as Len gets the tip in.
There's something so valuable about a veteran, their demeanor, the ability to keep playing in tough circumstances. I mean, DeMar in Chicago, 7 times within the last 30 seconds of a game, hit a go-ahead bucket. Like, there's a confidence that comes with that. We're always in it with a guy like him. One thing that George did not touch on, I mean, a phenomenal job with Monty. One of the things Monty convinced Mike Brown that needed to happen with this group this year is Brandon Pajemski gets another 3 to fall. They're shooting 58%. They've got 21 threes. The corner crash is something you're going to see more from Sacramento. We know Mike Brown's always going to build his team or try to on the defensive end and out. But the corner crash has proven to be an effective tool in the NBA. You saw Boston do it en route to a championship. They've shot it so well tonight, they haven't had to do it. I happened to watch practice this morning. It was one of the first things Mike said. Remember our crashes. We want this to be a part of who we are this year.
Wholesale substitutions, meanwhile, for both teams. A lot of young guys, undrafted players getting an opportunity to get some run here, including Boogie Ellis, a rookie out of USC. Was a teammate of Bronny James. Obviously, Bronny's presence with the Lakers a big story as he and LeBron will become the first father-son combination in NBA history at some point this season. Bessiere with the fall-away jumper. By the way, Golden State, you said 21 threes. They have 10 twos. When's the last time?
Wow.
Almost 3 quarters played. 10 two-point baskets, only 1 this half. They have 6 threes here in the third and 1 two-point basket. There's Ellis with the floater, can't hit it. Keeps it alive for Jones. Good ball movement, and Jones 3, not there. Sacramento 5 for 19 from 3-point range, and then an errant pass down floor for a turnover. Take a look at our upcoming national TV schedule. Speaking of the Lakers, they're in Milwaukee tomorrow night on NBA TV. Don't ask LeBron what he thinks about that trip.
No, he's not very happy.
ESPN tomorrow, WNBA Finals Game 1, Minnesota at the Liberty. And then Game 2 will be on ABC Sunday. For more, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
But you know what? Our Bobby Marks, and I did not know this, but he right away made the point that those preseason games are handled in-house in your organization. They're set up very much the way the college scrimmage season would be set up.
I think he'd rather go to Milwaukee now than in mid-January.
Yeah.
Bessiere and rebounded by Gary Payton. Here's Melton, who had a really good first half in his Warriors debut, and he cans a 3. And so Melton's got 4 triples, 12 points. And the Warriors have now hit 22 three-pointers.
Look at the difference in experience amongst the players playing for the respective teams. Right, Gary Payton has been a part of big-time rotations here in Golden State. Kevon Looney, starter on championship teams. Kyle Anderson, multiple organizations in critical roles. For Sacramento, you've got a different feel amongst the guys on the floor in the second half. Some guys just trying to earn roster spots.
And some players that are not available that are, you would assume, going to be in the rotation, with Jordan McLaughlin coming over from Minnesota, Trey Lyles, who was on the roster last year, Devin Carter, who was a mid-first-round draft pick, but he's not going to play for the first couple months after shoulder surgery. Shout out Providence.
Amen.
And we've seen Jalen McDaniels tonight. Kevin Huerter not playing tonight, but obviously either going to start or be one of the top bench players for Sacramento during the year.
I wonder how long, Huerter is anticipated to miss. I mean, that's a young man who I think people identify as a shooter, but he's far more than that. He can put it on the deck. He makes good reads as a passer. Obviously not as strong a defensive player as Keon Ellis, not a difference maker, but a smart team defender.
Melton banks it in, and so that's the first two-point basket for Melton. He's got 14 points.
Steve Kerr absolutely loves DeAnthony Melton. I mean, he's a guy who can play at the lead guard, at the 2 spot. He can make open shots off the catch.
Oh, another offensive foul. That's 3 in a row. Back to your point on Melton, it's interesting too, when he came out of USC, he made the league because of his defense,
right,
but he's become a reliable offensive player.
There's a toughness to him. And all year in Philadelphia, it was really about health, because when he did play, he played well. He just couldn't get his back right.
Lindy Waters hits the 23rd three-pointer for Golden State tonight. Boogie Ellis answers with a 3-ball. Ellis played at Memphis for 2 years and then at SC for 3. Kyle Anderson answers. First points on Anderson's first shot attempt. Make it 24 threes for Golden State.
It's a striking contrast in the delivery of Kyle Anderson's 3 versus how fast Steph Curry gets that.
Or Clay, yeah, it's a little, yeah. He's filling the role of Clay Thompson at times, yes. The catch and shoot takes a little bit longer to leave Kyle's hands. We love him. He's really one of the great guys in the league, Kyle Anderson.
No question. But the slow-mo nickname is appropriate.
Yep, and he embraces it.
Oh, yeah.
Twitter handle and everything, as Melton hits again on the turnaround. Final minute of the third. Golden State's got 100 points. 72 have come on 3 points.
That is nuts.
My Syracuse math being tested greatly tonight as Crawford hits the mid-range 2.
Now, Steve did say we want to be a fast-paced, high-volume three-point shooting team. And they're at 40 attempts with a full 12 minutes to play.
They've taken 22 shots from inside the arc. That's it. Haven't been many offensive rebound chances because the ball keeps going in from 3. 60% three-point shooting. 3 on the timer. Here's Ellis. About a 4-second difference in the clock. She's going to pull it out. And Hoist missed the 3. Poked out of bounds by Thomas. If Golden State holds for the final shot, Lindy Waters, who hit a 3 moments ago, hit the game-winning 3-pointer. Buzzer beater in the preseason against the Clippers down in Hawaii, where the Warriors had their training camp. Waters gives it up, gets it back, and can't beat the buzzer there. Out of bounds to end the third quarter. Golden State will take a 9-point lead to the fourth on the strength of 24 made threes.